Gio Ruggiero, Ty Majeski side by side. They make their way through the trioval here at Talladega Superspeedway. Green flag is in the air and we're racing at Talladega. Corey Heim tucked up nicely right behind Gio Ruggiero, working together on that inside line. Very nice, clean start here.
That's a great example of how good a push will help you with your momentum. You saw Corey Heim right on the tailgate of Gio Ruggiero, was able to push him out in front of this pack.
Yeah, he timed it just a little bit better than the outside lane did. Outside lane with Ty Majeski and Matt Craftsman teammates, and you can see him just falling back a little bit here.
And you see them bouncing around. They're going to push and shove each other. You can't stay locked up. You cannot lock bumpers with the truck ahead of you. You will be penalized if you do, but there is bump drafting, and you're going to see a lot of that. And that's when things get a little bit hectic, especially when they're too wide. Somebody gives you the wrong push at the wrong time, could cause a big wreck.
I like what I'm seeing on the outside. There's some energy building with the drivers we talked about starting in the rear, led by Lane Riggs. You see him right there, that yellow truck.
Took some big jumps into the third lane there, trying to catch some side drafts.
Because Chandler's starting to drag that outside lane ahead of it.
Grant Enfinger's going to pull up. He sees that coming. He's going to try to get a little bit of energy charged up here to make a run for the lead.
See, Grant's back 7th, 8th, 9th place.
Oh, contact.
Grant Enfinger got sideways. He goes around.
Oh,
Gets hit by Jake Garcia. Multiple trucks there could not avoid him. Caution is out, lap number 4 for one of our playoff drivers. Last year's winner. A lot of damage.
Oh, that's a tough way to start your day at Talladega. Qualified 7th. Like you said, in the playoffs, he was sitting 7th in the point standings. I don't think he's going to be able to continue after this, Michael.
Let's see what happens here. Is there going to be a push gone wrong here from Chandler?
Yeah, I think Chandler was getting a push from Tanner Gray.
Wow, Chandler did a heck of a job hanging onto that truck. And look at this.
I can't tell if Majeski got any of that or if he was able to avoid Grant.
It looked like he got by without any contact. Let's see, that's the push right there. You said it, Brad. Push from behind on Chandler Smith sent Grant around. And
oh, Majeski's definitely got damage on the left front. We'll have to get down to pit road and follow that one.
Luke Fenhouse had a lot of speed earlier. His truck doesn't look too bad there in the 66. Here's another look.
Wow.
Oh.
He saw what we were seeing with that outside lane, a lot of momentum.
Yeah, much stronger here than on the start of the race. They're staying connected, and now they're able to actually challenge the front row.
Look at these trucks bobbing and weaving. That's why when those bump drafts happen, it can cause problems like we've already seen once. You've got to be careful how you push.
Yeah, you say bobbing and weaving, and really what I see is you can see the yaw on the trucks change, left, right, where the tail just kind of wags around, and that's a good way to know just how unstable they are. And a lot of that has to do with the aerodynamics on these trucks. It's a truck, it's not a car, it's not made to go.
Lane Riggs was sideways. He gets into the outside wall. Down goes Connor Mozak. Lane Riggs, guys, was just on the outside with that energy building, had about 4 or 5 trucks with him. Now he has issues.
It looks like he got very, very fortunate to only have the damage he has. A little left front tire rub on Lane Riggs, and the yellow is out. He'll have a chance to fix this.
He also, Brad, got into the outside wall. We talk about bump drafting and pushing.
He got a good push from behind. You see it just barely hooks him there.
That Chandler Smith
into the door of Connor Mozak, then up towards the wall. He did make some pretty good contact. You're right, Michael.
Chandler's been in the middle of a bunch of action, hasn't he, in that 38 truck?
Yeah, it doesn't look like Chandler was pushing him.
Look at this contact. That's not enough to, I don't think that's going to cause any problems with the right side toe or the rear end housing. I think he's going to be okay.
I like this run right here. This is a big run for Rajah Caruth. He's going to take it and jump the outside with the side draft on Ben Rhodes to try to get the lead.
It was just too much for him to turn down, wasn't it? Right? He felt that momentum. He said, I got to go, and he's going to get a push here. I think they can get the lead by the time they get back to turn 1.
And how about behind him, J.J. Yaley making a rare start in the Truck Series.
And the 7 truck, J.J. Yaley, the 49-year-old. He's been in NASCAR what seems like forever, but what a great opportunity for him in that 7 truck. 3rd truck outside line.
Very steady lanes there, but you see Lane knows what he needs, and it's going to go up top. Trying to get Chandler to give him a push again.
Now remember, Lane put fuel in his truck, which will put him in a spot to where he can stay out when this stage ends. A number of these guys have taken fuel, so this is going to all change pretty dramatically when this stage yell comes out.
Nice run on the outside by the teammates, 77-7. Going to give Corey LaJoie
just a temporary lead right here, but the bottom lane's going to fire on back.
This is intense. Who's going to get this stage win?
Teammates side by side. Raja Caruth is in the playoffs. The driver on the inside, his teammate on the outside. He's just here. He wants to make a splash. He wants to take the win. Raja Caruth shown as the winner of stage number 1. First stage win of 2025 for Raja Caruth, the second of his career. Got it done.
Lane Riggs with a great push.
Look at Lane Riggs up there.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
He's just not giving up, is he? He's got a lot of fight.
That's going to be a big shove, too. Look at how well they're tied together on that outside. Luke Fenhouse with a very nice push.
Lane Riggs, lap number 4.
Front 2 trucks are going to clear and come down to the bottom lane, kind of cover that shorter distance route.
I like that, don't you, Brad? I mean, I think that's the way you control the race down there on the bottom.
It's outside. He's not even on our tracker. He's all the way back to 24th. That's a big fall, and that's the risk of making bold moves at Talladega.
And Brad, you know this, but that camera is on top of the roof of this truck. That driver, Raja Caruth, is down lower than that. You can only see what's straight ahead of you. You can't really see through the trucks to see what else is out there. So that's why this drafting is so difficult. One little bobble, you're 3 or 4 trucks back, you don't know what happened.
Yeah, you can definitely not see if there's another truck in front of you. Raja Caruth knows he doesn't have a truck in front of him because he's in the 4th position, right? But the guys in the 6th position, the 5th position, they can't see those gaps. And if you get that timing off just a little bit, that's when things get really bad.
Look how tight it is in there. You can see Raja just to the left, working that wheel.
9 laps to go already here in stage number 2. A heck of a battle up front. Gio Ruggiero.
Oh, trouble.
Going around. Somebody hardened to the wall. Looks like Brett Holmes in the 1 truck just as we were about to step away.
Lane Riggs got caught in the middle again. Something, his truck must have got out of whack. Superb job, but watch right there. In the middle, Lane Riggs got put there, and it just, like you said, Brad, it just bottled things up.
Let's get another angle here.
He's running 11th. You see he has to lift and check up a little bit. We're very fortunate only 1 truck got wrecked here. That could have been a huge crash for multiple. The fight this team is putting up is a big fight. If they get this right, they have a chance to win the championship in Phoenix. If they don't, it might be out the window.
The lane change that was a Hail Mary, if you ask me, Brad.
Yeah, way too close. And it gets away with it only because Raja Caruth released the 2nd truck there. So good move by Raja. Here you can see it from his onboard. He knows something's not good right here. See how he lifted? That just saved a huge crash. Great awareness there.
Very heads-up driving by Raja Caruth, seeing what was getting ready to develop, giving him some space.
Aggressive move, a bold move for him, but here comes Raja Caruth.
Raja did a nice jump and a dive here. He jumped the side draft on the 66, and Luke Fenhouse dove back down to the inside underneath Gio Ruggiero, and it's going to carry him to the lead. That's textbook drafting moves right there.
Caden Honeycutt, the 2nd truck on the outside, looking for those valuable stage points.
Top lane was just a little more organized, but slowly falling apart.
Final lap. Out of turn 4. Can Raja Caruth sweep the first 2 stages? He's hanging on, but Gio Ruggiero with a good run on the outside. Gio Ruggiero picks up stage 2.
Big push from Caden Honeycutt there, Jamie, and that's huge for Caden Honeycutt.
Big
9 points.
Trouble for another playoff driver. Daniel Hemrick had damage, and we saw part of his tire come off on track as we welcome you back to the Craftsman Truck Series. This is another team, guys. They have had issue after issue.
Heavy damage to the left rear he got run into. I think Tony Breidinger hit him while he was slowing with that flat right rear.
Yeah, and you see this right rear tire right here has delaminated for some reason. Not entirely sure why, but there's a carcass on the racetrack right now from this tire.
Well, he had damage, and I'm sure the fender just rubbed that a hole in that tire and heavy damage.
Big contact.
Tony Breidinger runs right into the back of him, sends him up the track. You see the carcass right there.
Yeah, came rolling off that thing. I don't know how NASCAR hasn't seen that yet to throw yellow.
I think the tire must have cleared the track down into the grass and out of harm's way, maybe.
So we stay
Big contact.
green.
Oh, Tony got in the back of him really hard.
Yeah, it's gonna. That'll be gone by the time they get to the back straightaway. This is a big draft, and they're running down Nathan Burr, who's playing his cards right now, trying to stay out, catch a caution.
Yeah, bicycle racing, they would call this the peloton. Big group of drafters coming. Look how fast they're going to catch this pack.
I would recommend Nathan just stay down to the bottom. Don't try to block. There will be nothing good that could come from that, and he does just that.
See the race summary there. 5 cautions today for 20 laps.
Oh, there's trouble.
Norm Benning looks like,
yes,
big fire. Caution.
Like he, quite literally blew an engine here, Michael.
Yes, he did. Caution is out for the 7th time today. Get it stopped.
Big fire.
Gets
What a
serious
scary
in a hurry.
moment.
Oh, you see the extinguisher just went off.
Stop right there. Ambulance is right there. Get out.
That's an onboard extinguisher. How does that work in that moment?
Yeah, so there's an onboard extinguisher in these race trucks that goes off when it gets hot enough, and it was hot.
Ben Rhodes didn't get quite the hop on that restart that he wanted. Maybe Luke can close up and they can get a big push now because that bottom lane's unorganized.
Yeah, this top's going to roll off of turn 2, Michael. Here you see it just starting the truck. The first car's clear, first truck's clear, the second truck's about to clear. Would be interesting to see if they fill down into the bottom. You see all the oil dry, just scattering everywhere as these tires and the aerodynamics pick it up and throw it in the air in that pack.
Ben Rhodes to the front. So Brad, going back to your Tricon Garage guys, when is the right time to make the move?
Well, what I don't like what I'm seeing here is the outside's about to form again. And if you're on the inside, what you don't want to do is get trapped, which is when the outside lane has you boxed into the bottom. Now you can't make a move. The outside lane is about 5 to 6 rows back, has been where it's hovering. The Tricon trucks are all the way back to the 5th row. So when it gets to the 15 truck, they're going to be one of their last opportunities to make a move here.
Peel off the gas, get his back bumper to the front bumper of Corey, and time it properly. Those two can go somewhere.
I'm not a good rider. Oh, it didn't. Neither is Corey Ive. He says, let's go. It's time.
Corey LaJoie swirly behind him. He's able to keep it straight.
Here we go. Ben Rhodes is going to try to cover this move. Luke Venhouse has to stay on the bottom. Too much speed and energy with that run. Oh, this is where it gets really dangerous. Gio Ruggiero to the back bumper of Ben Rhodes. Gets to the outside of him.
Here comes Venhouse, though, to get back to the back of the TYM, number 99.
They waited a long time to make
that.
Ben Rhodes goes around. Luke Venhouse is around.
Yellow's out.
No damage.
Caution comes out.
Oh,
wow.
The pushes were just getting too strong.
Yeah.
The trucks could just not take it anymore. Ruggiero is going to get the lead. So the 66, Luke Venhouse, here you see on the replay, gets behind Ben Rhodes, gives him a push on the exit of turn 2, and the truck just can't take it. Tanner Gray is going to get in the back of Luke Venhouse in the interim here, and both these trucks spin out, but amazing nobody else is in this crash.
Yeah. Tanner Gray gives a bit of a bump to the back of the 66.
They're going to start to fall apart. You see the other third truck roll forward, Ty Majeski, and that's going to bring the bottom lane back forward.
Majeski was slow on the start, but like you said, Brad, he's closed in now right on the back of Heim. Can he shove Heim into Ruggiero?
And he does.
I think he did just that.
Perfect timing right on the entry, just before the entry of turn 3 here.
Gio needs to tuck it over a little bit. You don't want to leave that gap on the bottom.
You see the 77 and the 7 in the top lane with a big push.
Coming out of turn 4, they make their way through the tri-oval. Next flag will be the white flag.
So this race will now be official.
Big run for Corey LaJoie on the outside.
final lap. Gio Ruggiero has dominated the race as much as you can at Talladega. He's led 36 laps. Can he lead at the very end when it matters most?
Nice push there by Heim off turn 2.
Corey Heim's going to have a very difficult decision to make here. Does he stick with his teammate or does he chase the record book? Because he's going to get him into turn 3 with the lead.
Look at Majeski all over the back of that 11 truck.
Corey Heim, second inside, 10 wins on the season. He stays tucked up with his teammate right now. Out of turn number 4.
A good push on the outside lane. This is looking like it.
Gio Ruggiero in the 17, the 19-year-old. Does he hold off his teammate? He doesn't. Gio Ruggiero, welcome to victory lane.
How about that?
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews, and analysis. So go for it.